It is a Chamber of Commerce afternoon here in the Peach State of Georgia. We've got the roof open, wide open, and we are ready for football at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Chicago Bears and the Atlanta Falcons. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
First carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. Flushed out right. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. He's going to let one fly for Tate. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Last week, somehow they won. He threw all those picks, but they still won. Here, opening drive, unfortunately, he picked up where he left off.
Partner, you get a lot of extra patience when you find a way to win despite you making mistakes.
And his first carry, he loses the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Well, he's going to have to shake out the cobwebs. First time he touches the football, and he drops it on the ground.
So many times we talk about quarterbacks and taking care of them early to get them in the flow with safe throws, right? But with a runner, there is no such thing as a safe run, right? Right out of the gate, you're going to be in some traffic. Got to take care of the ball, and he didn't do that.
At the 26-yard
line. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. They go play action with Jackson. Being chased out left. And he's going to keep it here. And out of bounds right around the 20. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12. At the Falcons.
On 2nd and 12. Jackson escaping the pressure right. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And they're going to get him down shy of the first at about the 13-yard line. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Tyler Bass on for the field goal. A 30-yard attempt.
The kick by Bass is good. And it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
And once again, he's going to be stopped up behind the line. Second straight play. Shades of the 85 Bear defense a little bit. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, it's McDonald. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Darius Slayton, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons have taken the lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post-route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Second and 10. Here's Jackson again. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Zerline good with a PAT, and that pushes the lead up to 11.
Greg Zerline set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should.
Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. And now the throw here is incomplete, and with that, we come to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, a 14-3 ball game. On 3rd down, McDonald eluding the pressure right. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They run for it with Breida. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. It's 1st and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky 4th down call. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Salvon Ahmed, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons will extend their lead.
Offensive line coaches always tell their guys, if we score touchdowns, that means we get to the end zone first. That's exactly what those blockers did, clearing the way for their back.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. Takes this to the 45. Got a little space after that nice move.
It's a gain of 7.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Covered by Jair Alexander.
Jackson. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it. And boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. He's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And that will force a turnover on downs. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Running out of the gun here, Breida. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
Breida on the carry.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Flushed out right. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. The hit comes late. We saw it. There's your flag.
And we know that there's a guideline, right? Ball's gone. You get 1 step. If you're within 1 step of the quarterback, you can hit him as long as it's still done legally. But anything outside of that, looks like an extra step was involved.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Matt Breida his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. And this will make it into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. 7 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 7. First down, Bears.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Brian Burns able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Second down.
Another try after the first down sack. Jackson. They'll get this out to Barkley, complete. They'll give him a yard on the play, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. He'll buy some time right. They'll find Everett there, complete. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson on the move to his left. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Again, Jackson escaping the pressure right. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson buying time to his left. Now he'll let it go deep left. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way down to the 5. And the timeout comes in with 2 seconds remaining. So they can trot out the field goal unit for the try before we hit the lockers.
A 25-yard attempt.
The kick by Bass is good. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Tyler Bass set to kick off.
The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. And this carries into the end zone, and he will not bring it out. It's a touchback.
Let's go. Let's go.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. Out of the gun, McDonald. He completes it to the tight end, Knox. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, a spectacular catch, turns into a 1st down.
1st down saves him from a 3 and out. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. That's how you draw up the run-pass option right there. You get a chunk play out of it.
And you know quarterbacks love to throw the RPOs because oftentimes they're in-breaking routes. But receivers love it even more. The ball gets to them quickly, allows them to put some moves on in the secondary.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Brings up 2nd.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Now this time he'll look to throw. And it's caught. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17. 2nd down and 3 with right around 3 minutes remaining in the 3rd quarter. 3's all around. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Matt Breida, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. And certainly some credit there for that touchdown goes to the offensive line.
They never get the credit they deserve in the stat sheet, but they are the reason that they got the points. Excellent job up front, clearing the way for the score.
Zerline good with a PAT, and that'll push the lead up to 29 now. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Sliding out of the pocket. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 39-yard line.
Play action. Now Jackson. Dancing to his left. He'll get this one to Galladay. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 34-yard line. They go play action now. Jackson rolling to his right. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
So defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Flush to his right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not.
And it's third down. Third and long.
There's Jackson on third and long. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by Robert Alford. And now off to the races down the right side. And they will finally get him, but not...